This crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. And Dero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Boston, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Hard hit ball to short. Swanson brings it in. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Missed with a slider.
Lane 11.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Some two-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Popped him up. Brantley has a play. And that retires the side. Red Sox leave one. And now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Zero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
In now, Ronald Anaya. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Ronald Anaya.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Hit in the air out to right. Souza is under this one. And he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Canby Watson.
One out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. Scope towards second. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Shaw stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a 9th round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Payoff pitch home. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Bradford Robinette, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, liner toward right center, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this.
Leading off for Boston, second baseman, Jonathan Schoen.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Outside, 3-0 now.
No strike.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Here's a drive out toward left center field. Dickerson rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Into the box, Steven Souza, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Ready with the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Andrew Triggs, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Now 1-0 Boston.
Leading off for the Braves, second baseman, Aldi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 7th, right fielder,
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Bonifacio. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He threw first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey, guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Rob Brantley, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Brantley, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Hero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bonifacio's under it. 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman,
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robinette hauls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the 2nd out.
now batting,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ronald Anaya. He flew out in his last at bat.
left fielder, Ronald Anaya.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right. Souza going back, still ranging back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, and now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Swanson, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Way outside. 1-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Right there for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Grounded back up the middle. One there. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Stepping in now, Travis Shaw. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Into the box, Bradford, Robinette, right back at the mound. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll take a look at ball one. Popped him up. Vasquez is there, and that retires the side. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We played 3 full. It's now 2-1 Atlanta. Striding in for Boston, Corey Dickerson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
No strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
The 1-0 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Our score remains 2-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jorge Bonifacio set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Jorge Bonifacio.
Repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. He'll try again, 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Rob Brantley. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
2-0.
Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Sinker misses, ball four.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
The pitcher, Lucas Sims, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Braves 2 and the Red Sox 1. Digging in, Steven Souza will start off the 5th in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
12. 1-2's the count.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
So coming to the plate, Andrew Triggs comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Boy, there were big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Albies picks it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Now at the plate, Ronald Anaya comes in 1 for 2 with that home run.
That last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was a double play victim last time. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Looking up is Dickerson, and that one is gone on a 2-strike inning. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, his 3rd home run of this series, and it leads.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Last time through was a base hit. Here now the 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Bradford Robinette. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling the baseball. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Ready for another shot now, Ozzie Albies. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And the second run will score as they push the margin here to 5-2 now.
Well, there you go. Another hit surrendered, and I think he's just run into a wall out there on the mound. These batters aren't looking like they're getting fooled anymore.
Luis Avilan, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Braves 5 and the Red Sox 2. Arodys Vizcaíno takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
So striding forward now, Tyler Naquin. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Ready for another chance? Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-1 pitch. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding into the box, Christian Vasquez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll do it. The Atlanta Braves are back on top. They're the World Series champions.
Well, they've just clinched the World Series title in front of the home crowd, and no doubt about it, this town is going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Just like this stadium is rocking right now as they celebrate something they'll remember forever. They are the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Red Sox, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Tonight's fate attendance at SunTrust Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.